Hello, fellow Dreamlight Valley dreamers. We are back. It's Melissa, and it's been kind of a day, so let's escape into the valley and continue work on our little Peaceful Meadow to Pixie Meadow transformation. Just a recap, this is what it looked like at the end of part 1. I'm really happy with this little corner. There's going to be some final touches once we get more of it together, but the bones are here. Now, there is some cleanup to do in here before we can start putting stuff out. No, I'm sorry, Buzz. Not right now. Do you guys always chase these coins now, no matter how many coins you have? Or is that just me? Okay. So, what we're going to do is kind of decide what the next steps are for this build. I pulled out some character houses that I thought would be good in this area, particularly Rapunzel's tower and Merida's little cottage, and a couple house skins one that I got from the premium shop and the other that came from the Halloween Star Path. It was the ending little cottage. And then I also have some more pieces from the Pixie Acres that have been built. So let's flip into furniture mode. And the first thing I want to do is put Wally's garden somewhere else because it's not going to be in this meadow. I do not think. I reserved the right to change my mind on that. Okay. So we have this little kind of market area. It's what I feel like that's going to be. So we're going to come in from the plaza. It'll probably be a little walkway. I like keeping the ponds as focal points too. But something I did decide last night as I was contemplating this, maybe this morning, I don't remember. We're going to test out this new group mode again because I'm obsessed with it. Oops. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to do this new thing. Here we go. Nope. Group mode. Thank you. Okay. I want to put Rapunzel's tower front and center in this meadow. I like being able to see some of these taller buildings, and you can't really do that except when you are coming in and out of main areas and up and down hills. Oh, we're still in the other mode. Why can't I pick it up? So let's see. I don't know if I want the door. I do like this side. The door can face the beach. Or it can face the side. That way, I like that too. Okay, what's the top look like? She's got a window and a tower. So let's kind of center this and take a look at what that looks like coming in and out of the meadow and plaza. Hey! Doing good. Just doing some decorating. How are you doing? Okay, yeah, I really like how you're in the plaza and you look out and you see Rapunzel's tower as a big deal right there. And I really like that flower too. So let's see what we're gonna do here. I do recognize your name. think the last time you were on may have been when we were looking for Tigger. No, I have not created a Discord yet. You know, I'm going to make this easier on myself, and we are just going to clear this area completely. That's what we're going to do for the moment. I'm really excited about how this area is starting to come out. Let's see. You gonna take the trees too? Nope, okay. So to get started, what I went through and did was craft as many items from the new areas that I could, specifically the Pixie Acres and Meadow area of Wishblossom Ranch. That new DLC has so many fun craftables, so don't forget to look there for all the new furniture. Let's see, what else can I get out of the way? This little section over here. The beach is officially just covered in stuff. Move this over here just to get how that looks. This big old crystal. Okay, I think we're almost good. And the reason I am not putting this all back into furniture is because I really do not want to dig it back out through all my menus. Because I just can't seem to stop myself from looking at every single thing every time. So I spend way too much time in those menus. We're going to pop this over here for now until I decide where Goofy's stall for the meadow is going to live. I realize I just did group mode for one apple. It's fine. Okay. Alright, so now we're just going to clean up around here real quick. Besides, I think I need to do some night thorns for the new star path anyway. I need to move all these trees out. Although I do use the fruit trees and bushes as decoration. A lot of people put them in orchards. I've seen some beautiful orchards. I like to mix them in. It adds color and just different looks. And they also are a great height. They're about as tall as the character. So when you're looking around, they do a great filler for like the actual eye level. The vacuums will pick those up, so I really just need to do the holes. These will probably still spawn while we're decorating, but we're gonna do it anyway. Ooh. You know, while we're out here, let's multitask, because I'm sure we might get some items. The little Perfect Romance Star Path. If you go to duties and you put on your track all duties there at the bottom, you can at least kind of keep track of what's going on. It's not our primary objective today, but multitasking is never a bad thing. All right, let's get rid of these mushrooms. Okay. Now, one of my decorating hacks, tricks, whatever you want to call it, your biomes are only going to spawn so many of a certain resource before they stop. And so if you keep that amount of resource out in specific areas, it will no longer spawn all over the place. So I like to take my wood that is, you know, spawning wherever you put trees, because I will not have a treeless valley, and hide them from your main view. And it's just a little less maintenance. And then when it comes to your other forageables, the flowers, the herbs, that sort of thing, I just kind of make sure they're incorporated into the design somehow. The only things that are really hard to control are those things like oregano and basil, and those you can't really do much. These little guys right here. The flowers, the wood, that sort of thing, you can totally just kind of control. So we're going to put some of these away behind some of these buildings we've already done, just so the valley stays a little cleaner on the regular. Now, if you have a companion like Max or one of the other little dogs that picks up wood, they seem to ignore it if you drop it from your inventory, but if you just move it like this, it still kind of considers it fresh, I guess is the right way to approach it. New. Oh, it's never been picked up, so they go right for it. I'm sure there's a setting with the companions that you can turn stuff off, but I just usually switch to a different companion for the time being. All right, so we're hiding some more branches back here. You can't see them. Maybe you might possibly see them coming down into the glade, but nah, you can't tell. All right, so I think there's some more over here. I think it's 15. So if you can manage to hide 15 pieces of wood behind your buildings or your decor, you can have as many trees as you want, and they won't spit wood out all over the place. Now, I have absolutely nothing going on in my other valleys, well, other sections like the DLCs, so that's where I get a lot of my resources. When I do stuff like this, that prevents me from wanting to pick it up here. Because the second you pick it up, it's just going to spawn again. And I'm pretty sure I picked some up already, so this is not going to be all of it, but it's a pretty big chunk. Yeah, there's 2 more. Now, the borders are obviously not all the same, so sometimes you can't fit them all in here, but we're going to see how many we can. All right, that's gonna make a good start. And then we're gonna kick back out and pick up all those flowers. Pull out one of our vacuums. Oh, I guess I have most of them out. Now I will say the select all, don't, if you're gonna pick all your stuff up, make sure you ignore your wood. Otherwise, everything you just did to put it behind buildings is a moot point. Alright. It also saves you on mist anyway. Okay, so now we'll get rid of this. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm also happy with the positioning of the tower. Okay. I do want to make it a little more focal point. I am not going to keep that walkway there, though. We can kind of test what other ones would look like, but I think I'm just going to take it away altogether. In case you didn't know, you can replace that's so ugly. Your walkway with any material that you already have out. Maybe. Maybe. I think I'm just going to take it away altogether, and then we're going to put the walkways out when we are done. Okay. So you got her tower looking out. You can see both sides. Oh, her hair is coming out this side. Is it? Nope, it's just the plant. Okay. Okay, we're going to do it that way. I think that's what I want. Nope, that's what I want. Okay, so let's work on making sure this is center, since this is where we're going to be building the rest of our area from. Alright, so we're coming into the meadow, and you're looking straight ahead at Rapunzel's tower. And that looks, I mean, pretty straight. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so what I want to do next, so we've already got another piece of wood. That should probably be one of the last ones, actually. We are going to go this way. There's one more there too. We're almost done, I promise, with this part. And actually, we might not be. Oh, yep, there we go. Now I want to make sure that we do still have trees in this area, kind of balancing and framing it out. The flowers are important, but I want it to still look like a little meadow. So these may end up moving, but we're going to keep them there for now. So as you're coming down into here, it needs to go one more over. Or we'll leave that for now. I want to add maybe some bushes, because these match the base for the most part. Her little flower coloring, kind of. Let's just keep you guys out here for a bit. Actually, I think it's under, the one I'm thinking of is over here. Yeah, I was thinking of, yes, that's the one. I feel like this also kind of goes with this area, and I did not pull it up yet, so we're going to keep that out too. Maybe some pink trees. Undecided. But I don't see how that one's a medium and the other one's just small. Okay. So I want these out a little bit more. I do like that. I wish I could mirror them, but that's okay. I will be happy with that. Now these have a pretty small footprint, so you can so you can kind of squish them a little closer than some of the other bushes. Gives the illusion that it's closer even though it isn't. And then we're gonna add one of these. And I think that will be a fun little entrance. Now this one can come over a little bit. There. Happy with that? When you come and look at this. Yeah, because these almost look like lanterns. Okay, we're going to get rid of these for now. I honestly should have just popped them over here because I should have. Am I going to take the time to do this? Yes, I am. I do want to keep these up here though because I think I want them in mixed in. Maybe even the coconuts actually. These didn't seem to be able to be taken all at the same time, so bear with me. Oops. I'm going to keep those out so I can remember them. All right. So I want to think about the well, and I tend to end up placing that last half the time because I never know where I actually want it. and you can't really move it out of your space. So again, let's put it over here. All right, so we have our, I'm gonna get rid of that because we have some little area. Sorry about that. All right, back at it. So we've got our little windmill, which I almost want to put near the pond. I think that would be cute, but we're gonna see. We might have to point that. How close can we get this? Okay, pretty close to this part of the rock. So let's pop in there. Okay. And the bush. Get like a little more built in. I'm really liking the little pinks and everything over here. Oh gosh, okay. Nope. Hey, 115. Doing good. How are you doing? Alright, so we're going to keep that there. And let's see, I've got Merida's cottage that I want up here. We've also got this one. So this. Those are some smaller pieces. I don't know if I'm going to end up using this horseshoe thing in here though. I want this up here somewhere. And these are rather large too. So let's just move them up here for now and see if I can use these as some building blocks. That one's very large. Trees, smaller. I do like this. And here. You guys are good. I don't want to forget this tree. And I really did want to do something with the waterfalls where you could see them from that side instead. So I think I'm actually going to do that first because that will be the background of the next part. So if we do this, okay, I know it looks ugly from the side now, but trust the process. There is a method to my madness, usually. Okay. What I want to do is pop down to the beach and see what that looks like from the perspective I'm trying to put it to. So let's see what the waterfalls look like from, yeah, see, I really like that. And then we'll fill it in from there, but I think that looks very cute up there. Okay. I think I'm going to keep that. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, pause this video at the 30-minute mark so that we can do it as a part 2, and then we'll move on to part 3 in just a little bit. Thanks for watching part 2. Bye.